In the distant land of Middle-earth, in an age when great battles were crowned with glory and power, there lived a beautiful elf named Legolas. He was the son of Thranduil, chieftain of the Wood Elves, and grew up in the forest kingdom of Mirkwood, also known as Lorien. Legolas possessed graceful beauty, skill in archery, and strength worthy of the most valiant warriors. Hello everyone, this is Story Hunter. In the last video I told you about Smaug, the great and powerful dragon. You can find a link to this video in the tips or via the link in the description. In this video I will tell you about Legolas, one of the 10 members of the Fellowship of the Ring. Who is he? How did he appear? Where did he live? What happened to him? Thank you for your comments, ideas for new videos, likes, and subscriptions. This really motivates me to create new videos. The birth of Legolas, the beautiful elf, is a story that goes back to the ancient times of Middle-earth, to centuries when great tales were still in the process of being born. Legolas was the son of Thranduil, chief of the Wood Elves of Mirkwood, an ancient and mysterious kingdom where the shadows were thick and the stars shone only rarely through the canopy of the treetops. His birth was an event that combined beauty and nobility, embodied in the appearance of this great elf. In his native land, Legolas grew up surrounded by the care and wisdom of his people. He learned the art of archery, the secret knowledge of the forest, and the greatness of nature. His heart was full of love for his people and the beauty of his home. Like many great heroes born in the era of tales and legends, Legolas came to this world with the destiny to become a symbol of valor, wisdom, and loyalty. His name was fateful, and his destiny was great. And so, Legolas was born in the shadow of ancient trees, under the light of the stars and moonlight, as the embodiment of all the best qualities of his people and his time. His story has become an integral part of the legends and myths of Middle-earth, living on in the hearts of those who remember his name and his exploits. In the forests of Mirkwood, under the cover of dark green tree crowns, hidden from the eyes of the world, is the home of the elven people, ancient and majestic. This was the home of Legolas, the son of Thranduil, a wonderful warrior and wise ruler of the forest kingdom. Among the greenery and the mystical light that penetrated through the foliage, Legolas was brought up in the traditions of his people. He knew every corner of the forest, every mysterious sound, every rustle of leaves, as if something deeper connected him with this forest than just where he lived. Legolas had the gift of communicating with nature, and the forest responded to him with reverent worship. The trees whispered their secrets, the streams sang melodies, and the air was filled with the aroma of flowers and earth. In this magical corner of the world, Legolas found his strength and his calling. With every day spent in Mirkwood, Legolas became stronger and wiser. His skills with a bow and shooting were unsurpassed, and his keen eyes saw what eluded normal eyes. He was the pride of his people and the support of his father. And so in the deep forests of Mirkwood, Legolas lived, protecting his home and his people from darkness and danger, and preparing for his great journey, which turned the world of Middle-earth upside down and left his name for centuries as a symbol of valor and wisdom. But Legolas's beauty was not limited to his appearance and his life. He was also a skilled warrior, possessing incredible agility and strength. His archery was precise and deadly, as if he were dancing with a bow in his hands, and his arrows found their targets even in the most tangled forest thickets. Legolas became legendary for his exploits during the War of the Ring. Together with his comrades, the great wizard Gandalf, the brave dwarf Gimli, and the prince from Middle-earth Aragorn, he set off on a long journey to destroy the One Ring and put an end to the evil of the Dark Lord, Sauron. Legolas accomplished many feats during his journey with the Fellowship of the Ring, and some of them are: 1. Battles and escort of the Brotherhood. Legolas was one of the members of the Fellowship of the Ring, who set out on a dangerous journey through Middle-earth to destroy the One Ring. Together with Aragorn, Gimli, Frodo, Sam, and other members of the Brotherhood, he fought against orcs, ghouls, and other obstacles in their path. 2. Participation in battles. Legolas took part in several important battles, such as the Battle of Helm's Deep, where he fought alongside the army of Rohan against the orcs of Saruman. His skill in archery was especially useful in this fight. 3. Orc hunting. During his journey, Legolas often demonstrated his skill in hunting and tracking down enemies. He killed orcs and ghouls that lay in wait for the Brotherhood on his way. 4. Rescuing his comrades. Legolas has repeatedly saved his comrades from dangerous situations. For example, he saved Gimli and Aragorn in Minas Tirith when they were surrounded by orcs and ghouls. 5. Participation in the battle on the fields of Pelennor. Legolas took part in the historical battle on the fields of Pelennor, where the armies of Middle-earth fought with the army of Mordor under the command of the Lord of the Nazgul. His agility and accuracy in shooting were again a great help in this battle. All these exploits made Legolas not only an important member of the Fellowship of the Ring, but also a symbol of courage, loyalty, and valor in the world of Middle-earth. Legolas had a number of unique abilities and skills that made him an outstanding warrior and traveler. 1. Expertise in archery. Legolas was an unrivaled archer. His marksmanship and accuracy were so high that his arrows could find their target with amazing accuracy, even at great distances. It could fire quickly and accurately even in the most difficult conditions, making it a deadly opponent for any enemy. 2. Outstanding agility and speed. Legolas had amazing agility and speed. He could maneuver through danger and fight his enemies with ease and elegance, as if dancing amidst the battle. His quick reactions and grace allowed him to avoid danger and fight at the highest level. 3. Ability for stealth and survival. Legolas was an experienced survivalist and secretive hunter. He could move unnoticed through forests and hide in the shadows, making him an indispensable companion in dangerous conditions. His knowledge of nature and ability to read tracks allowed him to detect dangers and avoid traps. 4. Sensitivity and intuition. Legolas had sensitive feelings and a perceptive mind. He could sense danger and anticipate events, which helped him avoid traps and make the right decisions in difficult situations. His intuition was unsurpassed, and he often acted on hunches, which rarely failed him. All these abilities made Legolas not only a great warrior, but also a reliable friend and ally in the fight against darkness and evil in the world of Middle-earth. But life in Mirkwood was not without danger. Dark forces lurked in its depths, waiting for the moment to emerge and bring destruction. Orcs and other dark creatures terrified the inhabitants of the forest, and Legolas had to be prepared to defend his people and his home. As the dark shadows of Middle-earth began to loom over his native forest, Legolas became a staunch defender of his people. He fought against orcs and ghouls, sparing himself to protect his brothers and sisters from evil. Legolas's greatest strength was in his soul. His loyalty to his friends and his unshakable belief in goodness and justice helped him overcome any difficulties. He was a support for his comrades, always ready to help and support them in the most difficult moments. Accompanied by his faithful friends, Gimli, a dwarf from Erebor, and Aragorn, Prince of Gondor, Legolas set out on his last journey. Their journey was more than just a homecoming. It was a testament to a friendship that transcended racial, cultural, and historical differences. As the years passed, Legolas continued to serve his people and his forest. His wisdom and experience became invaluable to the Wood Elves, and his friendship with the dwarf Gimli became legendary in the history of Middle-earth. And so, the story of Legolas ended, but his name and his exploits remained to live in the hearts of people, magical stories and songs, forever singing valor and friendship.